We need to stop it. No,
But
man, that's
see me and no. I'm gonna care who I'm vex.
because the guys here, Jamaican content creator with
Legitimate.
never.
It's a legitimate, never fret.
Alright, that's it. So yeah, this has been a long time in the making, Lij, from about I don't know.
About 2003 when I got prep champs.
Yeah, but timing, as I said, we were saying earlier before recording before it's time. Actually, we're supposed to go early in the summer, but me and Vibes beat me, and Lij say, oh, man,
People may tell them, I run a very strict ship.
very strict.
Me tell Piggles, say, Piggles, if you catch me for an interview or a chat, you catch me. If you mess it up,
That's it.
you now hold me again. And what did he do?
Yes,
Mess it up. But
And
hey,
so, it's the Lord works mysteriously, or at the room. Spirit work. It was the spirit. So yeah, that's why I catch up with Lij and just talk about our experiences in Japan and what we have noticed since our time being here. As they said, Lij called me the grandfather, so I'm the grandson. Yeah, 11 years and what, 6?
yeah, 6.
6 years.
Going
So
on 6, yeah.
first thing I want to talk about, like, what was the first thing that just shocked you about Japan when it came in the first year?
It's funny because about 6 years ago, I won't forget. Alright, first things first, I remember when I just landed because I came on the jet program.
Okay.
And it was a case where, I don't know if you know, but they put you in KO Plaza Hotel, which is one of the more expensive, high quality hotels. So there for about 3 days and pretty much I enjoyed the time. Wait, you want to talk about our English?
Anything you want to
Let me just switch it up a little bit. Yeah, but we were there for 3 days and, we're having a great time. And I remember them saying, hey, this is not where you're placed. You're actually placed in Shizuoka.
Darn.
Now, I know if some people are watching, you're familiar with it. If you don't, Shizuoka is pretty much where Mount Fuji is. But outside of Mount Fuji, it's very countryside. And so, when them pull up to my apartment, I basically say, I eat this, like where the skyscraper them there. So I think my image of Japan was just always, before coming, that everywhere looked like Tokyo, everywhere looked like Osaka. And so to my surprise, most of the place countryside, I would say. And then, the second thing was definitely that toilet in the ground. Because when me opened that bathroom door at school, and the people them say me, I forgot outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I never me.
Never you.
Never me.
Yeah, similar things. I was placed in a hotel though. I was in the training apartment. And the first thing was, there was no bed. The futon on a tatami mat floor thing. I'm like, alright.
Okay.
And then when I went into the apartment,
wait. I come from a bed.
Jamaica, right? The third world country, Jamaica.
Exactly.
Right. According to these people. And then I think the second thing was just how everything is really not built for foreigners.
Yeah.
So even just the apartments, the housing, the bathroom.
Even the room out in and out.
Right now. If I didn't really want to touch over that side. So just things are not foreigner conducive.
True.
So, I mean, even in how it's set up, Japan kind of tell you, hey, you can stay for a short time, have a good time, but not a long time. Yeah.
True. I mean, thinking about it, because you was 6 something.
6'1".
Yo, I feel like people don't know how big Piggles is.
What do you mean by that?
Pause.
I never know. I think he was a short youth.
Yeah, but me just say, even people would have meet me and say, you're tall, but you're taller than me. So imagine if me struggle, because when we did live in a Shizuoka now, I mean, couple concussions when me use the bathroom. I be here.
Boom, put up, yep.
So like, have you ever had that experience?
Yeah, the training apartment, and my roommate was 6'2".
That's crazy.
Plus. So first thing, boom, right, and then thing I'm saying, I think one day in my actual apartment, I got it from the toilet too quick because I was rushing to do something, and I hit my head, and I say, this can't happen again.
Yeah.
Can't happen again.
But actually, just remember one joke. Well, one time we used to take the social media influencing serious, and I was in Shizuoka making a video, and I never forgot one of the videos I was walking in and out, I think changing outfits, and one Jamaican comment, "Are you big or the house small?" I would say, Piggles, when me hear that,
Grown.
I go down in the ground. This is probably one of the reasons why I never post my apartment now. Like, even though we live in a whole different one, scar Scar me.
Are you
Never
bigger
meet
the place
again.
more?
I say, you big? Are your house small? I say, alright,
Yeah,
I've had
man.
enough.
Mm.
The bullying work.
Yeah, Jamaicans are undefeated when it comes to comments that you make you want to think about your life. I did a video recently. They always tease me on Twitter. So I did a video on TikTok, you know, when the song with name Team Tomodachi. And I said Mama Gai, Team Mama Gai. And I was saying it fully Japanese and like crazy Japanese and stuff. People said, because you post that, like, you willingly did post that video. I'm like, yeah, but if you don't understand, you don't understand.
True.
Teachers in Japan understand and all of them understand, laugh or whatever. My friend, them carry everything. What would I think of that?
Because we feel like them are gonna always judge you as a Jamaican man, which is a very different person than a Japanese, right?
Right. So it was crazy. But I mean, no business.
But I think when you come here though, you have to really understand. You soften up a little bit because I mean, even the whole hyper masculinity or having to look cool, whatever, it's a thing here, but in some spaces. Like for the most part, you just understand. I feel like Japan is a softer culture compared to ours.
Man.
So.
Yeah, that's one of the things that has changed for me. When I went back to Jamaica, I was so anti-conflict. Mommy say, "Oh, look, watch this. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Watch this." Oh, Andre, can you say, oh, sure. So I said, Andre, what happened? Like, you know, I said, I mean, first of all, I'm not going there for more than 2 weeks. So that too. And also, the energy not worth it to me to expend to have a confrontation. But also, in that not being confrontational, they do some things that make for a conflict.
Yes.
Which kind of anti-productive, anti-intuitive, or whatever the word is. So instead of you talking to me directly about something, you go to my supervisor. And then with me just talking to you normally and enjoying ourselves now. Then you hear tomorrow, oh Lij, you know, Andre said you did not do this, but I just spoke to him yesterday and he has said nothing to me.
Absolutely.
So then no, that's the whole like a culture clash thing where Jamaican will say, yo, this, they go up, down.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had my experiences that, like, even on the jet program, had a situation where I think my jacket in the wintertime was hanging over a teacher's desk. And like when she came, I pulled it over. I was like, come in inside, like, sorry. And she's like, yeah, it's okay. So I'm like, all right, you're cool, we're good. Like the next day I came, my supervisor, which I was really close to, was like, Lij, I don't want to tell you this, but please never put your stuff over on her desk. She was complaining and she wants you to just be more mindful of others. And I feel like, because you know what? And I want to say this, Piggles has been a big advocate for it. I'm going to care who I'm vexed. Do not glorify Japan to the point where you forget that people like that exist. I see so many people always arguing with him and saying, you know, well, they're nice people, they're perfect people. I'm not saying that they aren't, because there are people. I've met some amazing people here.
Facts.
But the reality is they would do some things that we would also find very trivial. And that's just one of them. And so I think it really also reminds me to just be extra careful around them. Because you see, like, oh, that's a Jamaican touches. Only no touches yet. Only no touches yet. You not even the tea in a touches. So yeah, it just really reminds me how people, I wouldn't even say strange, but funny. You know? So yeah.
Cross cultures, you just have strange people everywhere in the world.
Yup.
And then with that, the majority of people who live in Japan who are Japanese, I'm going to be very specific when we speak and very careful, because people will take things out of context. You face a lot of microaggressions, and sometimes as a foreigner living here for an extended period, you start to take on some of those little idiosyncrasies too, without realizing. So somebody says, you know, Andre, without you kind of Japanese, you know? I said, well, what about it? You know, that's right. Because even how I speak now, I start to think a little bit more Japanese, although I know I'm Jamaican, I'm proud and real, and me loud. But sometimes I see a friend up on the train and someone say, no, star.
Yeah.
So me, I'm saying, don't please, don't be black, don't be black. Oh, come on.
And you also have to do it because you also know how they can generalize it. Because, okay, Tom over there do something, no, me no know Tom from a tin of paint, but then it may be all foreigners.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you even become the Japanese person in that situation. And it happened to me already. Like, it definitely did. And I see in train situation, like, people are coming and talk loud or whatever, because them love say them not talk on train. That's a lie. They do talk on train. No, I mean, do they talk as loud as people in the West? That's another conversation. But yeah, it really makes you kind of feel like you're the token foreigner in a sense. And sometimes I feel guilty, but then it's also one of them things the way you just say, hey, the people in them country, just respect it, man.
True.
So, yeah, it's definitely like two sides of the same coin.
And then speaking of not being that, as because we know we come from a very small island, very powerful island, very think about Talawa. We are ambassadors whether we like it or not.
Facts.
And so I have to also think about like how it impact other Jamaicans that might happen. So if I as a Jamaican, that Jamaican Andre said this or did this, so that are all Jamaicans like this? That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, no, that's not true. You have some Jamaicans that are introverts that don't really speak a lot. You have some Jamaicans that are loud like me, and then you have some that are in between, and it's just different shades. But Japan likes to deal with stereotypes, but they don't like to be stereotyped.
Yeah.
So it's like
unless it's a good stereotype.
Oh, we have 4 seasons.
We don't have the smelly jeans.
You don't say.
Cut!
Yo, what yeah, man, we're not gonna do that. Because me already on thin ice and say.
I mean, I care, but yeah.
Yeah, man, did you. Foreigners bringing the deodorant? Please, I'm asking you. I make sure to bathe before you go upon the road.
Yeah.
That is very crucial. That's the difference in the culture. You know, Japanese don't do that bathing thing in the morning. They bathe at night and they sleep with no AC in the summer, and sweat, and then just get up and go. I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But don't come up on me and say me kusai when never makes me happy. Don't do it, because that's disgusting. But they said no smell is good smell.
That's true.
But,
and I mean, even in the workplace now, they've been passing laws, sumehara, which is like smell harassment.
Yeah.
And you would think that when you hear smell harassment, you would think it's poor smell, but it's also like smelling too strongly in a good way as well. So it's like, yeah, don't do too much, but don't do too little, just do just enough.
Just right. I must say, what's your name? What's your name? Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, man, this porridge is just right.
Peace porridge cool. Peace porridge in the pot 9 days old.
A miso share with us still coming. Miso soup hot and then miso soup cool. Yeah.
One of the things I think I really learned, I wouldn't say fun, but I've learned patience. And on the flip side, that is what I've learned from Japanese people. I feel like just their, how would I say, just their ability to be patient, be long-suffering, like even if they don't want to. I mean, I'm always the type of person that wears my emotions on my sleeve. Like, I mean, we're Jamaicans. For the most part, a lot of us, we like to express and we like to get things done right away. But Japan kind of teaches you to just take things slow, And sometimes if things don't work out, it just doesn't work out. It's like a whole shogunate thing. So that's one of the things I've been, coming to terms with. Also, as someone who's like an overthinker, someone who like always worries about the future and stuff like that. So I think that's definitely one of the things that I've been taking on for the last couple of years. And so thanks Japan for that.
Patience is one of those things. So also being able to read the air. I think being in Japan for a while has taught me, and now going into the office, because working in the office in Japan and teaching is totally different.
Trust me. And totally working at office at this point.
So I mean, and office politics in Japan is also crazy. Don't even get around. So, to realize office hierarchy as well and know who is who, and trust me, I don't know people, but when somebody comes in the office and I see my boss stand up, that means that me must stand up too.
Yeah.
Humble. Things like that. You have to pick up certain things, and even though you have a gaijin card, sometimes doing things that is expected of a Japanese person can endear to them. Although you don't want to be Japanese, but you still want to respect them and show that you actually care.
That's true.
I feel that my kindness has grown even more in Japan. Anybody need help? Although it's weird because you see the social media clothing is a crazy technology, because people message me, I'm coming to Japan, very cool. Hey, you're here, you learn, you're good. Oh, you're in Chiba? Well, I live in Chiba, so if you need help, just let me know. And go on random post, read no answer. So you're good. Alright, cool. Then a month later, Pega! I say, but
it has happened to me, bro.
I thought it's me, but
it has happened to me.
So I mean, hey.
Yo, so much so to the point where someone ended up saying to me, we really never reach out to you because I feel like, say, if you came around with me, you would take over my trip with your personality. And I was like, all right, that is cool. I'm like, and that is why people don't really have much friends, because you see insecure people are people who may not deal with that time. I really work for myself for be secure, and so yeah, I mean, I was glad to hear that though, because it actually teaches me or taught me, you know, how some people think. I thought it was just good. And one thing with me, if I realize that I'm in a setting where somebody's a lot, I know how to pull back. Like me do media, like them some many things I know, but hey, that's what was said, and so yeah.
Interesting enough, we're just coming to Japan, so I think there's always a disconnect, and if people don't know, they don't know. So when you were first coming to Japan, Twitter come here, Lij is going to Japan. You know Lij? I said, someone say, you know Lij? I said, who's that? I don't know who's Lij. Well, you know, coming to Japan, and big excitement. There was a big furrow, and then when he come and say, and I think there was a tweet about you. Somebody said you should be the ambassador, and of course you jokingly take it on and say, yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I'm there, Many people, including me, say, you try to combo, where, and I'm not even missing. And I said, well, people there long before, and I think people took it out of context that they don't know who you are. And you know, the first thing is like, oh, this youth hype, and Lij is not hype. Lij just confident in himself, I tell you that.
It's funny.
Them say about me hype. I'm not hyping up, I'm just loud. But you see, if you don't know people and don't know how to approach, a lot of people who are confident and strong, actually that's really cool and chill people, just because they have to do whatever.
And also, like, never underestimate the things them have to go through, because when you see me confident, you know, it's years of not being confident, like, years me have to fight and actually get this. I don't know how to turn this into like a personality or whatever, because we're talking about Japan, but yeah, I actually remember that story, and you know what's funny is that I feel like that has set the precedence for how I make friends, and also Jamaican friends in Japan. Like, I made it my duty to not make friends for years because of that situation, because I never forget it. And I mean, I can understand where people are come from, but at the same time, I did that thing to myself. I know your country neither. Like, we're all on our fight for, you know? But at the same time, once again, social media, you know, them are going to push you because they want the best for you. And I was just happy that I had that support, but I also lost a lot of friends through that interaction and that thing, because there are a lot of people who I knew who was also saying that same thing. Like, oh, you gone over there and get so important or whatever. I mean, me there, she's okay. I know me never come meet Andrew Holness, because I never have no money for come up to Tokyo. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. And I'm happy, like, I've done, not work for Japan, but I do work for myself, you know, for no say, whatever I'm doing here, I rightfully deserve it. And yeah, that's why I just stay into my own. But anyway, separate and apart from that, you're good. You're forgiven.
I mean, one of the things that, I mean...
So me never know say you in it.
I was online, and a couple of people who were here before me as well, that say, yo, Pickles, this youth, where, I'm going to say, yo, you know, free, but I know, but X, Y, Z, hype, and them say, the youth are hyping and rare.
But the reality though, Pickles, I mean, it's just a thing of who they see. And that is something I've also come to realize. Like, people can do it before hundreds of years or whatever, but it's who they see. Because honestly, me never know Pickles before me come here.
True.
And you know what's funny is that as I would have grown and lived in Japan, like, people from Jamaica would have said, but I don't know Pickles, like, Pickles used to get hard, and Pickles musically talented, is a genius. And me I say, I learn about him. So it's almost where you are, cause me come here, come learn about you. You come learn about me when me reach. So, you know, sometimes I have to give people a chance, but hey, I mean, it's life, so.
Yeah, especially as, and you know what kind of, I was kind of sad about, I never did reach out at that time too, because upon reflection, I think about that, this is just a common, you know, him the exercise, we don't know nothing, him probably say, yo, these are the vibes, I know Jamaican love and joke, and just vibes, those vibes at the time. And I think people now especially just take things and just run with it, because that is something that them can get and the traction, and know them blue tick something there. The blue tick can, you know, rent due, someone want a little interaction, but then I want to pay rent, you need to stop it. Yeah. Japan has taught me our community can be so strong.
True. And
I don't think the network here is as strong as it can be, because a little something little things that really should be dividing us, and it has. So
one thing I also want to say, I mean, I don't really care too much about the topic, because yeah, I mean, we done past 30 and my circle is my circle, and we never want to change that based on where I am now in life. But I've also realized is that not even black people, just minorities overall. I realized that no, a black people. Because you see the Filipino them, you see when them come together, me not say this and that not happen, but you know that they're there together. We kind of have a thing where, and it's the same thing of you come see me, you have to have manners, if you fall into place. Or, I remember when I was coming here, there was a tweet that says, oh, he's here, it's now my time to leave. And that's how serious it was. And I remember thinking to myself, then me could have make somebody hate Japan, so like, me dirty up Japan or something. But that is the thing I'm telling you, like being in a place where you already know so you are fight against whatever is happening, and life could have been much easier if we just, was in unison. But hey, I think people just really not see life the way they. And sometimes wish we'd have a community here, but then sometimes I think it's maybe for the best. Like me see you with your people, them sometimes I'm rate it, I'm love it. I mean, I say, but yeah, I never get afforded the opportunity there. But I'm also the type of person who's never going to look for it. Like, if you don't tell me, say you never rate me from day one, it's like a sense of favor. So, I understand that. But hey, it is what it is.
Alright, let's switch again.
But wait, no, but quickly. What was it for you when you just came?
I live in Toyota, Aichi.
Toyota? Oh, me I said Toyota, I don't care about it.
Yeah, the Mono City. So I lived at my friends. I had some friends who were here before me that live like 40 minutes away from me. So she come on, because I used to do a lot for her to make her come, and I thought she take care of me. Like I said, oh, you ain't come. I go, no, man, no, please come buy this mattress. And she came with Daiso and Ray and put me up. I said, no, but you need this man. Walk and go from Don Quixote and start. She said, if you need me, miss me, so this. And so I had that support from the start. Imagine she left Japan and whatever, but we started linking with Jamaicans and linking up at Christmas time, friends of a friend, and so a lot of things came on. When Jamaicans get together, things happen. Babies and everything there. And it was just, mostly women, because the man them just kind of weird. So, I don't know. The girl them just find it's much easier.
Them kind of carry the whole. Yeah, man, I can't make friend with man.
Some of the stuff using me. So apart from my close friends from Ireland, Jerry because every time, and Andrew can.
Big up Jerry. Whoop whoop.
Orapan, make sure you buy it. Yeah, the thing Orapan. Plug. Yeah. It was just stick to those people, and if somebody new come in reach out and just say, hey, I know I'm a Jamaican in Japan. If you want link,
and that's good, because you see now you're doing that whole support succession thing, because you know what it was like to be supported, and now you are reach out to people, and that's what it is. Like, much people me make come on Jet program. People me don't know. People who all say, Lij, me I left next year, but thank you. Me I say, eh? And they must say, go back, look back in the email, like when you send me the information. So yeah, that's kind of the thing that I always offer to people, because me never get afforded it. But I'm also happy so you did that, and that's why Pickles will always be the Japan goat. Me I declare him that right now.
Japan pig,
Japan pig. All right. But yeah.
Well, let's switch gears now. I want to talk about, this is something that we'll talk about glorifying Japan, but it's like banking in Japan.
Bro. Wait, hold on. How long did it take to get a card? Like a regular cash card?
Let's not talk about that. We don't have enough time in the video. Listen. People get declined a debit card from the own account with money in it.
Wait. Say that again.
I literally saw somebody yesterday. He opened a business, has his own money in the account, and he's applying to the same bank to get a debit card at the bank. Said no, we can't.
Debit card. Wow.
So things like that. You can't, like a transfer for the company, you can't get a reversal for that. You have to send. Listen, guys. This is how Japanese is. You have to ask your bank to send a letter or whatever, asking permission to the other bank if it's okay for them to send back the money to me.
Okay.
Even though it don't go to somebody, it go to like a can't remember it. I got an escrow account because there's Western Union in it too, and them have a little bank thing. I said, hey, the money was wrong because you included the fees in it, so it kind of little bit send it back. Oh, well, you have to apply for this, so we can ask them to send back the money. I said, wait, what? So hold on, you have to pay for it as well.
Okay.
Right. Well, meanwhile, in my wonderful country Jamaica, well, it might take a long time, and not pay for nothing, I get what money, reverse it. So yeah, things like that, very archaic and
Yeah. One of the things that, I mean, I love the fact that for the most part, them no bandulu. But I wish they could just be a little more flexible as it relates to things like, yo, if it's not in the manual or if it's not in the Japan rule book from Edo, which are
Edo,
period, no experience, Taisho era, it's
Reiwa,
never, Reiwa new.
Hensei,
Yeah.
remember, well,
It will never be done. From yesterday, go so? You know it's
Game over.
Done. Go home. Go home.
Pack it up. It's called the Japanese hiss of death. Check it.
Listen to me. Pack it up, des. Pack it up, des. Pack it up, des.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, say them people there.
Pack it up.
Pack it up,
Crazy.
des. Pack it up, kudasai. No, it's one of them things the way you just already know. So you kind of have to, let me tell you, you literally have to do business in Japan and expect disappointment before you get there.
True.
Forget those positive thinking. Forget thinking that today it's going to work out for me. You know, but yeah, like for example, I'll tell you a story, never tell nobody this yet.
Exclusive.
I accidentally, or I wrongly sent an account 230,000 yen.
Me blood fair.
It's pretty much, what, 240 in Jamaica, 235?
Yeah, 2,000 US roughly.
And those people said that they were gonna check for me, call back the bank and ask if the person could send the money. And their response to me, them turned upon Google Translate is, you can only get back the money if the person decides to give you back. So I'm like, all right, good faith. It's Japan, right? They're definitely going to say it's not. I'm sorry, this person has closed their bank account. Crash out.
Wait.
Crash out. They closed their bank account with them bank when they get that 230, and I never got back that money. And I said, is there anything we can do because of the law? And I had to live with that.
No,
But see me and no 2022 in the pandemic. Yeah, I lost 230 just like that.
Me blood.
No, that's enough people months pay. Crash out. You see me I know? At the grace of God. God kept me. So I wouldn't let go.
Listen to me more. No, Lij, that
I don't tell anybody a chin kill me. Come in and know what to do.
So it was it's a Japanese account? The Japanese account holder?
I know about JP Bank.
Interesting. Things them why? But you know, that's rough. No, 2050.
I guess people don't usually just send wrong money. So they're like, this is not a usual case, like so much. We can't do anything about it.
But then they close your account. I mean, that does share it. You know?
I mean, but at the end of the day, them also did tell me from the get-go, if the person said, no, you can't get it back. So I'm like, I thought that naturally you just snatch it back from them account because you know whatever.
Yeah.
They don't know me, know
like
them.
when they send credit, you say wrong credit to somebody. Send back the money, please, yeah, man, wrong number.
You know, in Jamaica, you definitely ain't getting it back.
Please tell me. What is something that Japan does really well? That you say, oh, yes, this is like top tier.
Easy, man. It definitely has to be that customer service. Customer service is really good. I mean, maybe people have different views, but I can tell you to this date, I have never received negative or bad customer service. Every single time I stepped into a Japanese firm, or company, restaurant, I felt valued. Now, the question of whether it's ingrained in them society, whether the politeness is practiced, is another thing. But I'd rather they practice that politeness because guess what? It lead me if I have to make up say, them no mean it. I can't know. Because them literally, them keep the smile, them keep the bow at them 30 degrees or whatever. Yeah, so when we go in a restaurant or establishment, I never have to worry about that. And I think that's something that Jamaica could at least get 50%. 10, you say?
You take 10%.
10.
You take 10.
10. Right.
Customer service, I think, let me see. What did you really, really well? Transportation. The system, the transportation system itself is really, really good. Generally, I mean, it's recently now because of the weather and stuff, there are more delays. But when I first came to Japan, my first 5 years, I can count on one hand how much time the train was late.
That's true.
And if it's late, you can get remember when I show me show, you can get a certificate saying the train was late. I show that to your employer. Because in Japan, being late is a fireable offense.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you don't have a valid reason, when rain or fall, people are more typhoon. Big typhoon, overnight flooding and tree drop down. People then go to the station at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. And they stay there till 7. Train delay, can't move, but them still there because they expect to go to work. Jamaica, just like a breeze. Boy, boss, you know, say, flooding and going on. And you see the sun outside, yeah, man, flooding and reach, man, and that sort of thing. But I mean, it's just an attitude. That they did that really well. Transportation, 100%.
Which actually reminds me of one thing you asked earlier, which was what's something you learned. And something I also learned is there is no excuse in life for anything. Like sometimes my mother would have said, Mama, I said, no. Learn that from Japan. You can't really go with no little dibby excuse like, did you die though?
That is pretty much it.
Did you die?
Oh, you had a heart attack. That's great, but did you die?
Did you die?
Please come to work.
Can you come in tomorrow? So yeah, that's that.
People out there that know you or don't know you, to wrap up the video.
Yeah, I mean, for those who know me, big up on yourself. For those who don't know me, big up on yourself as well. One thing I've learned though, like living in a foreign countries, you know, sometimes you see people and you see them living life and whatever. I mean, obviously people say social media don't real. I don't agree with that because I think it's real because I had to be doing it for me to be showing you. But I would just say social media is not all, right? So some days are coffee, some days are tea. You know, you see we in Japan, we just work and I try hard too, not only for ourselves but for our family and stuff like that. So yeah, I just say, you know, Japan isn't always a bed of roses. It's a very nice country. I'd recommend visiting here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but make sure you visit and line up the itinerary.
The people that I'm going to say, I'm going to take over them trips. So, line up the itinerary with Piggles, because I'm working on bank for him. Because I'm going to come in at some Versace and some Gucci. I guess I'm too high. Joke. But yeah.
I will come in Uniqlo.
But Uniqlo expensive. You never say GU.
No, yeah, GU for real.
No, Uniqlo you want to say. What this come from?
No, this come from Jamaica. Lee's Fifth Avenue.
Lee's Fifth Avenue is not cheap.
I know it's very expensive.
It's not cheap, alright.
Lee's, I remember going to Jamaica. Started going to Jamaica. Party, I love soccer. I said, I don't have enough clothes. I'm going to buy a shorts, a shirt, and a polo sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Cost. You're the man.
30.
Man got alligator.
30. Easy 30 grand. Back then.
Bro, listen.
Back then, I'm not like that was like 7-8 years ago.
The only time I could have shop at Tropical Plaza and Lisa where my father give me money for mine.
Amars, we go on Carbies.
You're the man.
But the place,
town and arcade. You see, privilege, uptown people.
No, I lived in Vineytown. And then I moved to an uptown place.
You see?
Way after.
And I've always lived in Portmore.
So Portmore up?
Not health shop. But you see people that look at me and say, I have it people. Anyway, just to say, we just try.
Hype TV.
I just do the thing. Wow.
What do you do something?
I work at yeah, Hype. I actually worked on TVG and CVM as well. So yeah, but that's another vlog. But yeah, guys, big up on yourself. Thank you so much for the support over the years. And yeah, if you don't want to come to Japan, come make your name as well. You know?
Yeah, so. You can name. Alright, that is the video because the guys in here. Lij Timit.
That is it. One Lij, never two.
Mad. Peace. Pow. You give a show. Boom. Come here. Come here.
We'll do it. Yeah.